Aloha. Welcome to the show. I'm Dr. Aaron Chef, and this is STFC Ohana. I am so sorry. I overslept this morning, but it's so good to see all of you today. And thank you. Well, we'll talk about yesterday in a little bit, but thank you for everything. I am just overwhelmed with the um, support and kindness from everyone. Let's take a see. You can tell I haven't even drank any caffeine or anything, so you can kind of tell I am not quite able to put words together. But Ray Starv is here. Bacon Fish, our good friend Kev, is here. Nexus, of course, coming up on stage is early for him too. Probably is Jason Vinek. How are you doing, Jason? Oh, he's setting up still. Yeah, I think.
Good morning. Sorry if there's a delay.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if everything's configured correctly. We have a first-time chatter in Sanuku. Sanuku, thank you very much for being here as well. Captain Shaw said maybe is also here. Coulter is here. Make sure you follow Coulter. Really appreciate talking to him and enjoy his stream as well. Kalama Sasti, I can't even pronounce it this morning, but thank you again for being here. Thank you, Jason, also for being here as well. I am a little tired. I'm a little tired. It was
Just
a lot
quick,
for
I
this
can only
old
hear
man.
you from Twitch. I can't hear you on the Stream Together app.
Oh, you can't hear me on the Stream Together app? I am sorry. It's probably because I just reset my computer.
Oh, so, okay. Now you're good.
Okay. Thank you, Jason. I like I said, I haven't even drank any caffeine this morning, so it's going to be it's going to be one of those shows, Jason.
Yeah, I haven't had my coffee yet either. I'm wearing my hat just so you don't see my head hair, my bed hair again.
Oh my goodness. So Doug is here as well. Thank you for the dancing Iron Chef. You'll eat bugs. Thank you for the bits. I do appreciate it. You guys also were super generous with the bits and the subs yesterday as well. Pinky was like ecstatic because she got to get some of her I guess gems. I'm not sure what it is in the game, but she was able to get some of those gems, just kind of like how it is in Star Trek Fleet Command. That is more of a gotcha game. Have you ever played Genshin Impact, Jason?
Yes, when it first came out. It was cool, but it wasn't my type of game. That's all.
Yeah, that's our favorite game, and there's a lot of visuals. I think the best thing to say is that the visuals are stunning in terms of those games from that company, but it is a very expensive game, and you either got to grind it out or you got to figure out how to get the moolah for all of that. So
yeah, I told my my youngest daughter she plays it, and I'm like, no, you're free to play.
Well, that's good. Teach them early to be like Loston. It's perfect. That is perfect.
Totally free to play.
Totally free to play. But yeah, I am still waking up. So you're in the process of me waking up and figuring things out, which is probably best. What we can do is I have a giveaway from last night from our Fortnite win. And I'm so glad we won because I don't think we were doing the best early on.
I had problems. I had to restart. You know,
I couldn't get my controller for a couple games. My controller was my keyboard and mouse combination was not doing exactly what it needed to. I couldn't even click on something in like one of the games. So I'm glad. I'm glad we were able to pull out the win on the last one because that would have been very embarrassing.
That was fun though. For as short as it was fun.
It was super fun, and I haven't, like I said, I don't play very much, but I do enjoy playing a Fortnite. So it's just one of those things. I'm checking your. Let me check your levels. Try talk again, Jason.
Am I blown out on?
Yeah,
on audio
I haven't again, I haven't touched anything since yesterday. So
Let
one of
me-
the behind the scenes things from yesterday, I'll tell you, was trying to coordinate all those different guests. I think we had over 20 people yesterday come on
It
the show,
was a good
or
rotation.
close to it. But everyone had different audio levels. And Jason, the nicest
That's
person
my
in the world, was frantically messaging me all the different like levels because I wasn't actively monitoring the output from everybody. So he was frantically trying to tell me, can you lower that person? Can you raise them up? And that's the type of help that is super important when you're trying to coordinate all those different guests. So thank you, Jason, for that. And thank you
yeah,
just
no,
for being
sure.
on.
Sure.
It was great. He's loud and clear. I don't see any issues. Okay, thank you,
Cool.
thank you. No, it's always one of those things that the audio level is something that we constantly focus on the audio because we don't want it to be unpleasant experience. I think that's the best thing is an unpleasant experience for anyone. So yeah, so that's kind of where it is. And marbles just gave me a hard time yesterday. Even right now, I'm
Marbles, yeah.
trying to reload it. We almost lost the stream because of marbles.
Yeah, I was ready to set up a temp stream just if something happened where
Right.
you could raid over and I raid back over. But I don't know how that would work with the front page. That's why I didn't do
I
it.
don't think because we tried to raid into we raided into Scribbler last night. I was expecting whoever was in the stream to go over. It was only who was left over from when we're ending that were actually in the stream, not those who are watching from the front page.
Yeah, it's like 100 viewers.
Yeah, and we were at
something.
we were at 500 at the time.
By the time we were done, yeah.
Yeah.
But you were well over 2,300, like at the peak of the stream.
It was incredible. But let me wake up a little bit. I am so sorry. I'd like to properly thank everyone, and I'm not going to be able to do it unless I drink some more.
No problem. Like I haven't had I have had no caffeine as well. So I'm just
why don't we do this? We're going to play a game of marbles. Let me set that up right here. And we'll give away another shirt off of aloadiz.com. I was so hesitant to advertise aloadiz.com the first time on the front page, right? And it's one of the things they say is you can't do any outside sponsorship. I was so hesitant because I wasn't sure. You put the energy drink in the mug. That's the perfect way of doing it.
My ghost energy drink? Yeah, sorry.
No. Because one of the things is you can't do any outside advertising or sponsorship. So I was like, well, our channel is not Aloadiz, it's Dr. Iron Chef, and are they going to take that as a sponsorship? So I was very hesitant to advertise the website, but I guess it was fine. But yeah, that's just one of those things where there were so many rules, and you heard me say it, right? It's not sponsored by Twitch. It is void where prohibited. No purchase necessary. I had to go through all those different things, which is actually the official way of doing it. Like anytime we do giveaways, we're supposed to say it's void where prohibited. It's not no purchase necessary. And Twitch is very clear that you can't associate them with any type of giveaway. So thank you, Lightning Hawk. No, I appreciate it. Okay, let's. I'm gonna hit play, and then you want to go get your coffee?
No, it's gonna take too long.
Oh,
I still gotta grind the beans and all that stuff.
You gotta get coffee sometime, right? No.
After this, I will. Oh, I need my coffee. Well, I don't need it. I want my coffee.
You want your coffee?
Yeah, but I'll do it after this. Yeah, I'll go back to Captain V-neck, and then I'll make my coffee after the marbles.
I need my coffee.
Yeah. I need it too.
The funny thing, I made like 2 of these hydro flasks full of caffeinated beverages yesterday.
Yeah,
because I wasn't sure like how it was going to go, and so I just kind of made it and left it here. I only got through one, so I actually had ice in it still yet, and then I'm drinking the second one. So I didn't have to make coffee this morning. I have some energy drink boost in my iced tea.
Yeah, I mean, we could be
Actually,
like Rage Starve and have 2 liters of Dr. Pepper, which I support.
2 liters of Dr. Pepper.
That's what Rage Starve said. Yep.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
uh, wait, did Coulter rate in too? Did,
You know what? He might have, because I was on his stream earlier and he ended, and then I saw him here. So
I'm
thank you,
sorry.
Coulter.
I totally missed that. Okay, I am. Yeah, I am definitely need some caffeine. So
I shut him
thank you,
out.
thank you, Coulter.
Yes.
Oh,
Thank you for the raids. Yeah, sorry about that. I literally was there, and then what happened is I saw your collab request. I'm like, oh no, not this time, buddy. I'm not gonna have a 2-hour miss window this time. So
you know,
I was
I
setting
don't
up.
expect, you know, because you might be sleeping or something. So I don't expect anyone to come on. But thank you for being here.
I normally am. But I was awake today. This
No,
morning.
cool.
Normally I'd still be in bed or just waking up.
Yeah.
No.
All right, exclamation point play. We'll start in about 30 seconds or so. This is for a t-shirt from aloadiz.com. If you won anything yesterday, I didn't get messages from everybody. So I'm pretty sure there are some outstanding outstanding people with outstanding orders for the merch that they want. And it was so bad yesterday, Jason, that even though I was taking notes, first of all, you can't read my handwriting, which is the first part. But second of all, I'm pretty sure I missed writing down stuff because it was so overwhelming yesterday that I didn't get anybody. So I'm going to have to go through 8 hours of the VOD to figure out who won. What.
I had to do that too when I did that long stream for the giveaways. I thought I wrote it down, but I didn't.
Yeah, Hercules is here. Data Jess is here. Jess, you want to come up on stage? I gotta start inviting everybody. I favored as many people as I could from yesterday, but now my list is like super long, and I don't know who to invite in the morning because there's so many good people to choose from.
And you have a lot of good people too that are awake.
Yeah, that's the thing. I never thought. I mean, we have our again behind the scenes stuff. We have our group chat, and I didn't want to bother it's always been I don't want to bother people, except for Quasar. I'll bother Quasar all the time. But I try not to bother people and invite people on, and I'm not sure if Jess, if you want to come on without camera, you are always welcome to come on without camera. So don't feel. I know she's going to say, "Oh, should I be on camera and whatnot?" But I don't. People come on camera. People don't come on camera. If you want to, if you're available. If not, I totally can understand. But you're always welcome. CDB is going to pop in a few minutes if you still have a space. Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we'll have space. And thank you, Mrs. CDB. Mrs. CDB was wonderful as well. All right, here we go. I'm going to plus.
We're waking up, chat. We're waking up.
Wascooly Wabbit is going to. hey, would you mind calling this one, Jason? Or
yeah, but
are you...
I would ask if you could share the screen because there is a delay between what I'm watching on stream and
because I'm going to go grab audio. I'm going to grab some more caffeine in between.
Yeah. Could you share the screen when you hit play? Or
yeah, I will.
Okay. There we go.
Okay. Here we go. Good luck to everybody.
Good luck, everybody. I can actually literally get away with doing Zero's voice right now because
you can do Zero's voice right now. That's fine. I didn't want it to do that a second time because let's do a different bit. All right, here we go.
Okay, curly bracket and gym pie going down to the tinkle wall, and someone got to the first place spot right now. Silver tab 7-8 is going through the cloud-covered transparent aluminum half tunnel. But it's now I concur. Or is it Rusty Halo? Oh, Dr. Iron Chef might win his own race. Joe 2812 is in the lead. They're going around very slowly. in this beautiful, beautiful cloud colored map or ramp. Silver Tab and Kevin's Lord Scarin. Mrs. CDB said, I'm going to get revenge for getting second place on that last one yesterday. Jason V-neck hopefully will lose. Joe Org 2812. They're going down the loop-de-loop. Is there a left side or a right side? Brett Davids is trying to get on too. Brett Davids, you'll eat bugs. Silver Tab 78. Silver Tab 78. Silver Tab 78 is engaging the impulse drive of this Death Star trench run.
Oh no.
Mrs. CDB is going in the sky. And Mrs. CDB to you
Oh
fell
no.
off the map. Joe Erg
That's hilarious.
2812 says, I can do it. I was told if I work hard when I grow up, I will win things, and I'm going to prove it through. Jim Pie 1701
Here we go.
says, congratulations to Joe Org 2812. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. I'm in the clouds. Cloud 9. Joe Erg 2812. See, I was told if I went to school and worked hard in life, I could win a marbles race. Good job,
That's
Joe
true.
Erg. Good job.
Thank you
Good
very
job.
much. Message me on Discord. Check out aloadiz.com and pick out a shirt that you would like from there. So, congratulations. Oh, my dog is.
No problem.
It's one of those mornings, Jason.
No, you're fine. Welcome, returning chatters. Great to see you back in here to Dr. Iron Chef stream. We're just waking up. We're doing what I can. I'm going to help my brother out. So if he misses anything, I'm going to come in and just
You're gonna
do what I can do.
You have to help me this morning.
Mrs. I've got you. Mrs. CDB to you,
Yeah.
Cruzito, Retro, Tavi, I Concur, Irwin, Tacos, Camtech, Data Jess, Ellie, BigSuckQ8_32. Great to see you. Retrieving, always a pleasure. Rage Starved, The Legend, Calamus Destiny. Let's go. Lourdes, Ellie,
We're
Zero
gonna do one more
Gs.
race. Exclamation point play. I'm gonna get the dog real quick and then we'll start.
Yeah, absolutely. Bird Vom C, I hit exclamation point play. Exclamation point play will put you in the running to get some wonderful, wonderful merch, courtesy of Dr. Iron Chef, Dr. Mom from the Aloha Diz website. Really great pieces of merch in there from all, and not just about him and Dr. Mom, but all the super friends out there. He's gonna be great. He's pretty much gonna say, this is what you can get from this category, and you choose. Or he might even say anything in the store. I'll let him explain that when he gets back. But I can guarantee you, when he says you're going to win merch, and as long as you get back to him with a Discord DM, you will get merch. Trust me, I've got lots and loads of wonderful merch here. Check this out, super friends. Yep. I got the V2 Warp Drive 5 mug right here, right? The one with Captain Jesse.
Well, you have the old one?
I've got some. Yeah, remember I had to replace it because the handle broke.
Oh, that's right.
I got this awesome Dr. Mom, Dr. Iron Chef Aloha Diz. Right?
I realized I do not have Warp Drive 5 merch other than our t-shirt. I gotta go.
I have the Warp Drive 5 coffee mug that I'm about to use here in a little bit. This is great.
That was the other thing. I was shocked at how many people were repping the merch yesterday. It was incredible. I think like half the panelists had some kind of merch.
Something, yeah. I did see D Camo with the OG Sharky shirt.
The Sharky shirt.
I saw a Tarpy with the Aloha
He might have
Diz
shown
shirt.
that to me before. Now that I think about it,
Probably when he got
but
it.
he's one of the only ones that has the Sharky shirt. All
Yeah.
right, let's do a mug. We can do a mug for this one. So exclamation point play to join, and we'll give out a piece of merch. Just thank you for everything yesterday, and continue to thank you for everything. Hey MJat.
Oh. Data just says her shirt was supposed to arrive yesterday, but there was a problem with the address.
Oh no. Sorry about that.
Hey Tibbs.
Thank you, Tibbs.
I
Thank
know
you
it.
for thank you for I can't even put words together. Delaying your stream. I am still waking up. Hey, that's CDB to you. It's perfect timing. He can call the race.
There we go. There we go. Wait, let's make sure he gets on first. I know he's setting up right now. Because I know it takes sometimes the stream together can take a little bit. It goes in that getting ready mode, you know.
You know, if something crashed yesterday, I was thinking it was going to be streamed together. Stream together, if you don't know, is still in beta, I think. And you were you the one telling me that it's actually based upon some other platform?
It was me and Dean Cabell.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know too much about you know, what all goes into it, but it is still in beta, and it's interesting how they you know, have many people have mentioned like different bugs with it as well. CDB, can you hear us? I can see you lighting up. Oh, there you go.
Hi guys. Sorry.
Hey.
There we go. Okay, I can trade off the call outs for the gay, so I'm gonna make coffee.
Yeah, make some coffee.
There we go. I'll be right back.
I know you just arrived, and thank you for being here, CDB. I need someone to call marbles, which I know is not your. You might be a little hesitant to do that, but if you wouldn't mind.
That is absolutely fine, Dr. Chef. I as Jason was saying, I was having a few fun things with Stream Together where it wasn't going into OBS, so I could have the background. Yeah. So yeah, we got it sorted. But
no,
how are you?
Thank you.
Did you get a good play?
I am tired. I was mentioning I overslept, and it was just one of those things where I slept early. That's the thing. I'm not sure exactly why I overslept. I think I kept on waking up during that, and it's probably because I was fully caffeinated for that full 8 hours, and up until when we finished, I still had caffeine. I was still drinking some caffeine, so I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I just had too much caffeine yesterday because I didn't want to run out of energy. All right.
So you got the caffeine crash now.
I that's probably what it is. That's probably why I overslept. So I slept through the alarm for like half an hour. That's how bad it was. Which it happens, but not that bad. So, all right. Exclamation point play. We'll get your last entries in, and then that CDB will call the race. Why I continue to caffeinate. All right, here we go.
Choice. Good luck, everybody. Okay, here we go. It's the snow globe one. I like this one.
I like this one too. All right. 3, 2, and 1.
Oh, Murphy got in just in the nick of time there. Nicely done.
Yeah, I saw that.
Jason currently in the lead.
Oh, it's rigged. It is totally rigged.
Followed by Curly Bracket Effect. MJ Hat lost.
Hey, Curly Bracket.
Is in there. Jason is still holding the lead. Yep, nice little gap there for you, Jason. You're doing really well. Remember, guys, 50 bits or more will cause shenanigans. But yeah, no, it's been rather smooth so far. Not too much carnage, Dr. Iron Chef. Oh, we've had a bit of a change, but we might be close to the finish line.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, there we go. Jason is holding the lead. No, we're going around another little circle now. Cottontail in with some shenanigans. Let's see what that does.
Yeah, I see that. Thank you, Cottontail.
There was more than that. Sorry, Macca Robster, No Gravity, Carlo Master died, 7 died, Ellie died, Zio Dries died, Jeff TV restarted, Fox Fan dead, Macca Lobster dead, Brett David Pumpkins dead, Jules dead. Oh wow, this is getting a bit nasty now. So Bird Bomb C is currently holding the lead. There's actually a good bit of a gap, I think, for Bird Bomb C. So you must have broke away from the pack. Lord Scouron is dead. I apologize, Lord Scouron. Not your day. You eat bugs. Love that username. Bird Bomb C gets the win. So congratulations to you. Second has not been called yet. Jeff Games died. Look at the lead that
I know, that was a huge lead.
You Eat Bugs second, Lost in third, Jason V-Neck fourth, Rusty Halo 5th, Doug 6th, Tacos Chemtech 7th, 8th, Korun Kuru, 9th, Kevin's 10th, Dark's Myth 73.
Congratulations.
I wonder if Bird Bomb C must have had like a jump or something and then landed.
Yeah,
a little
probably
bit
got some kind of boost from some area. If you can, aloadiz.com, and then message me in Discord for a redeem code for a mug. So yeah, pick one out from aloadiz.com, and then just let me know. That is our Discord below. Thank you all for playing. I'm still kind of out of it.
That's understandable, Dr. Iron Chef, because it's not just obviously this massive, amazing stream that you created. It's also all the prep and organization that would have gone into obviously getting everybody to come in and support the stream.
They passed prize to second.
Yeah.
Oh, Mrs. CDB said they passed prize to second, Dr. Iron Chef.
Oh, they passed for prize for second? Wait, who was second? Sorry, see, that's exactly what I did. I closed it down. I didn't even look at who was second. Who was second? Thank you very much.
I don't know if someone can go back.
Yeah, can remember. I'm sure someone remembers if they were second or not. Bugs was second. Thank you so much. See, sharp eyes there. Is that the STFC Ohana? That is. All right, so we have this thing where Rage Starve has it too. So I can't remember if it was 8 hours or so, but if you watched 8 hours, it must have been 8 hours of STFC, not FCFC, of STFC Ohana. If you watched 8 hours of our streams, then you got the badge. And I'm seeing a whole bunch of badges there.
Yeah,
so that's pretty cool. And I think it's cumulative.
Yesterday.
I think it's cumulative for like the entire month. And some people might also have the Lost in badge from gifting 5 subs.
5 subs.
So,
yeah.
So yeah, I saw it pop up on my on mine as well. So I was thinking, like I've been streaming for too long. that's what I first thought.
I'm so scared.
Oh, I gotta have coffee.
Oh, you have it in the Warfare 5 month. Oh, you have one too?
Anyway, I have turbo, so I just wondered, is it one of those ones where if you've got turbo, you can't see it or not?
No.
You can get it with turbo as well.
You can get it with whatever. So yeah, it's just that one is so they have this new thing where you can create your badges and then you can reward it to people in your stream, and that one is just like you watch a certain amount of hours and you can get it. So, but yeah, thank you everyone again. Where do I start? You all are incredible. Yesterday was the highlight of this small little Twitch channel. I mean, we are very small compared to everyone else. And it was a record-setting day for us. There's ads coming up. I think I gotta snooze this, don't I? So where do I start? When we got to partner, one of the first things was now figuring out, do we apply for the front page or not? And we skipped the first month because we're trying to figure out everything and whatnot. So we didn't even apply the first month to prepare for April. And I understood. DJ's mentioned a little bit is Saturday is not an easy spot to get. There is only 8 slots, as he said, and it's also the slot that we picked was prime time. So I'm going to guess if you were to pick a spot during the weekend or even during the week, that spot is probably the most coveted spot. I don't know. It just seems to be a good time from 4 to 12 for East Coast or 1 to 9. That for West Coast, that just seemed to be the best time. So we shot for the we shot for the moon and decided that, okay, we're going to apply for maybe what is probably the best time slot it is. And the pitch was very simple. The pitch was, we're going to highlight other creators. And that's pretty much what I put down. It's like, we're going to create this 8-hour stream. We want to bring in people from all around the world and showcase, our community, which is Star Trek Fleet Command. And that was the pitch. The pitch was our fantastic creators within Star Trek Fleet Command and the players within Star Trek Fleet Command. And we sent it off. And basically we just waited for about 15 days until they made their decisions. Well, lo and behold, we got it. And at the time, it was like, oh, okay, maybe it's just because I'm a first-time applier for this, and they do give a little bit more emphasis to people who are first-time on the front page. But everything I've heard since then was like, that's the spot to get. It's very difficult to get, and I'm very thankful. Maybe the first thing is very thankful for Twitch for selecting our stream and supporting STFC players and the content creators as well, because that's something that we're not the normal Twitch streamer, right? We are way past the age of expiration for Twitch streamers, and so for them to put that in, I did put that in. It's like we're a different demographic. We're a little bit older. We are very smart people in the community, and so. The whole application process was very interesting. And so once we got it, we had about, another 15 days to prepare for all of this. So first thing, I just reached out to everyone, said, can you come on? And Warp Drive 5 was very instrumental. I'm glad they were all able to come on. And we were thinking we were going to come on together, but that's what we do on Arcfall, right? So we kind of split it up. And so you saw Tibbs there. At a different time than Samuel and then Scribbler and whatnot. So it worked out really well that even though we weren't together, we were together with Warp Drive 5. And again, that's the core of our group. And then to have all the next gen content creators step in, like CDB and everyone else, that was just something that was super fantastic. So. And maybe we'll start with the first segment, which was the celebrating women gamers. As you know, Twitch can be very much a place where, how do I put it? There can be safe spaces, and there could be not safe spaces. And the idea was. I didn't even mention this to Beck when she was on the show. She was kind of the inspiration for that, because I know from watching her channel that sometimes people weren't the nicest people. And Samuel mentioned that many times when she was streaming and starting up, that's why she didn't want to reveal her face. She didn't want to, come out and show everybody who she was. And there are concerns that we talked about yesterday, which is some of the doxing concerns, some of the ideas behind, it can be a not safe space sometimes. And that's why we wanted to do the celebration of, women gamers, because we want to create it. We want to make it a safe space. We want to talk about those issues. We want to make sure that we have a community that supports a lot of our women streamers. And we have a lot of them in STFC. That wasn't the case at the beginning, right? There was, at the start of this whole Twitch thing and streaming on Twitch, there were none. Samuel was one of the first ones. Beck was one of the first ones. So we just wanted to create a safe space for that. And there might be others that I'm missing, but that's the ones I remember. And so to have the opportunity to showcase that on the front page was super important. I have a daughter too, and I want it to be a safe space for her as well. And so we're just able to do that And thank you again for supporting Pinky and everyone else. We have Mrs. CDB come on. You know, that's always one of those things. Yeah, I'm gonna Retro Fury. my mod settings are like super strict because of yesterday, but I think Retro Fury kind of put it in very real terms. There are always comments that are not nice, and we got to get away from that kind of stuff. And I think it's important for us to step up as leaders in STFC to kind of make sure that doesn't happen. And it's not to be the protectors, or I'm not looking at it that way. It's more like, let's just create a safe environment for everybody. We're in ads. Oh shucks. We'll go through the ads and everything else. But yeah, I think that's what we wanted to do. Pinky did really good. I was as a dad, I didn't know exactly what to prep her for, or because I was concerned that, and there were some comments.
I'm so nervous.
There were some comments yesterday that were inappropriate, that our mods took care of, and that was again fantastic. Because I was watching the chat, and then I would see it pop up, and as soon as it popped up, one of our mods took it down. So that was great, and we have some terrific mods. We borrowed some mods, so Broken Wolf. Again, we have all of our CCs who are also given access as mods. We borrowed JP from CDB and KKC from Mini, and so it was great, especially that for the first segment. I just didn't want anything to throw anyone off. And that's not the type of things that was exactly the type of things that we're trying to stop, right? And I don't claim to know exactly how to fix it, but I do know that it's an issue, and we got to address it somehow. And maybe it's just a management thing where you never fix it, but you have to manage it and constantly remind people that you treat people with respect. You treat women with respect, and that's the whole emphasis of celebrating, the women gamers yesterday. That it's very important to respect human beings, and not create any kind of tension. And it goes back to when you look at Warp Drive 5, it is very intentional that it's just not men. I wasn't going to create Warp Drive 5 if it was just four or five of us guys, and that's why Samuel was very important. If she had not agreed, and again, thank you to Samuel, if she had not agreed to be part of Warp Drive 5, there wouldn't be a Warp Drive 5. At the time it was Warp Core 4, and then bringing on Scribbler. She was the only one I had thought about bringing on. There was no other candidates other than Scribbler, and she had to agree too. And we'll always keep it like that. We'll always have women who are very strong in the community be a part of Warp Drive 5. So that's kind of it. And excuse me. So the women games part was where did Mrs. CDB have any kind of feedback for how it went, CDB?
Well, so obviously, naturally, I showed her a few things. She hates listening to herself, so I kept it short. But we snipped around the videos. An amazing job, Dr. Iron Chef. I know you were doing editing. You weren't just going to put it up there on Twitch, but we were able to access the whole stream this morning when we woke up. So yeah, we zoomed around and got to see it, but. It's the usual thing when you come on stream, you kind of second think things, and the questions that she had, did she answer those questions in the best way she could? Because obviously she didn't know any of those questions. These questions you guys prepared, but it wasn't like she had any time to see the questions before they came to them. So, big shout out to everyone that was on that panel, because it's in professional interviews we all know that sometimes that they get to see some early questions, what questions can be asked, what did, but everyone just went for it. So
Yeah.
tremendous praise to everybody on that panel to really give a strong and positive message across. But yeah, we've had some comments in the Discord. We've had a few private Discord groups, and everything has been really, really positive
Oh, good.
towards Mr. CDB. Like, really good job. You must be such a proud dad. Like, of everything, Pinky dad. If I was joking with Mr. CDB this morning when we went to pick Jen up, because Jen stayed at her grandparents last night, which was really useful for everything we were involved in. And I just said, if Jen ever does anything like that when she's older, that would be such a proud moment, and it must be so nice for you to see your daughter growing up and like seeing a positive world, and the community receiving her really well, and she did such an outstanding job.
No, thank you. Excuse me, I'm choking up a little bit too. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, you hear that soundbite where Pinky says, "I'm so nervous." She is nervous all the time, and it's not. I think she's okay with me sharing. It's like, for our family, anxiety is a huge thing. I have it. Dr. Mom has it. The children have inherited it from us. So when she says I'm nervous or I'm scared, that's a real thing. But for some reason, when she comes on screen and is with,
I'm so scared.
that's the truth. It is something that is inherent to who we are as a family. But when she comes on Twitch, or she does something that is kind of more performing arts, I am absolutely blown away with her ability to perform, right, and to do well. And I think coming here, it is because it's a safe space, right? She just loves being with the community, STFC community, and she's right. She talks about how her games are kind of the community is kind of toxic, right? And she's very aware of that, even as a first year teenager. And she doesn't like that, but she likes the game, right? So it's hard because she wants to play the game, but the community is just not the supportive community that we have here. And all gaming communities should be. And I'm sure all of you have played other games and you see it, and there's a difference with STFC. And that was the other part we wanted to point out. There is a huge difference between who we are as a community and how we treat people with respect, as opposed to other communities which are more toxic in nature, or very toxic in nature. And I think that goes and speaks to the people that are in the community. And I'm very thankful for that we have friends that are here as part of STFC. That's why we call it the STFC Ohana. It is because it's not just the content creators. It is everybody. It is everybody that is a part of who we are as a community. So that's one of the things where it is super important. Then we had the DJ's interview, and I thought that was terrific. 1 second. So, if you don't know, I am a huge DJ's fan. I am probably the biggest DJ's fan that is out there. I've been listening for years. I have, when he was doing the podcasts, and this is like, COVID time, like, or even pre-COVID time, that we're kind of watching him. And I have always wanted to just kind of sit down and chat with DJs about who he is as a person, who he is as a streamer, who he is as a dad. And he has been very gracious to allow me to be part of, some of the things that he does on stream, and some of the things that he does, outside of stream with the family. And I'm very thankful that for the friendship. I'm very thankful for his leadership and example of being a streamer, and even more so thankful of his support for myself and for Warp Drive 5 and the rest of the content creators that are in the community. He does a lot of work, and I don't think people realize how much work he does on behalf of the players. It is a little bit of a bit that he gets grief for it, and he plays it up too, I think. But he also deserves a lot of praise. And I know that he is not going to say it on his side that he does all these different things. Maybe when he gets frustrated a little bit with some of the results that comes out, but for the most part, he has kept all the behind the scenes things to himself, or a lot of it to himself. But we see it, and I kind of felt it was important to just kind of showcase to who he is. And I am not joking. I think he is very talented. I think he can go very far with his channel. He is a person that whatever we can do to support, we will do. Shingy Pine says he takes conference calls, and this is all free. I mean, it's not like something that he needs to do. He's not on the payroll or anything. He does this because he loves the game and he loves the community. And I kind of wanted to hear, I kind of wanted to showcase some of that, but more so as just a fan of DJs. It was kind of one of those things where it's like, yeah, I want to just bring out a little bit more about who he is. I'm not sure if he caught this. He mentioned his mom a lot during that time.
He did.
And I was very curious, and I just, we just ran out of time to kind of follow up, but I'm so curious to delve into more of his family history in terms of what were the things that his mom told him or led him to in a direction that would have been super cool. But we just ran out of time. But it was so nice to see him talk about his mom, and then you see it in how he raises his kids as well. So there is a lot of generational things that is there. So yeah, it was that is another highlight of who we are as streamers, and I just think DJs is the best, and a lot of stuff that he does for the community. I don't think we would be still here as a community the way we are if it wasn't for DJs. It is a lot of credit goes to him of things that have happened positively in the game because of him. And he jokes about Pac and everything else, but he has vision, and he has initiative, and that I can see how it has affected us in a very good way over the years, and it's more of a thank you. It really is a thank you to him for all of that. So yeah, and he has a personality on stream, like we all do, and then there's who DJs is, and I got to hang out with him for a little bit. And he is the nicest person, and he took care of, like I said, he took care of Pinky. Beck and Tarpy did as well when they were here in Hawaii. So it's just one of those things where I just wanted to sit down and chat for a little bit, and that was great. Beck stayed on for 3 hours. I felt so bad because it was like I should have given her a break or tell her take a break, but it was, you don't get Beck very often. So it's like we're gonna make sure that we have her on as long as we can. But Beck has been super supportive as well. Tarpy, wait, I gotta go back to the women gamers. Minnie, Mabel set all of that up. She coordinated all of the different guests, and I didn't have to worry about that, which was great. And I felt uncomfortable, trying to figure all of that out too, right? Because it was just a concept, and she solidified it into a good program. And the questions were hard because I wrote the questions, CDB, and I didn't distribute them beforehand. I gave DJs the questions beforehand, but I didn't do that because I wasn't sure if Pinky was going to ad lib or not. So it was like, well, we'll see how this kind of goes. But I figured we reached out to a couple of nonprofits. A couple of them got back to me, and they're Wiggy is one of them. Women in Games International is one of them. There's Women in Gaming. That's another one. And so we were kind of making sure that we kept things in the appropriate direction. So we did a lot of research beforehand because I wanted to make sure that segment was really good. But as far as the behind the scenes, Minnie was the one coordinating. Samuel and Moopsy were able to stop by, so that was good during that segment. And then we went to the Epcot one, and Scribbler just knocked it out of the park. She is so knowledgeable about Disney stuff.
Yeah.
And so I was all prepared to say all this kind of stuff, and then Scribbler just like ran with it. I was like, I'm just gonna let her run with it because she knows a lot about the history and everything else. So at the beginning, I wasn't sure how to structure it, and then I was like, no, let's just Scribbler do it. I'm not gonna worry about it too much because I had, I knew, and the funny thing is, I knew exactly where she was going with a lot of stuff on the blogs, so that's why I was just clicking around because there's this there's this synchronization that I think Scribbler and I have in terms of how Disney stuff works. So it was very good, and I'm hoping. I mean, if I'm incorrect, tell me. But it looked like Tarpy and DJs were trying to figure out all this stuff, and the wheels were spinning in terms of how we're going to structure their visit. Disney stuff, if you don't know, takes a lot of planning, and that's where they're trying to do this within less than 2 months. When we go to Disney, Dr. Mom makes a whole spreadsheet of our stay and exactly what we're going to do at what time, and this is like a good 7-month process to actually get everything nailed down, and they're trying to do it in 2, right? Granted, it's just 1 day, right? Granted, it's just 1 day, but they should have a lot of fun. I might have underestimated the 6 hours that they probably need in the park, because I think one of the things that I totally forgot about was if they're going to do rides, they're going to need a lot more time for the rides. If they're just doing the drinking around the world, it'll a good 6 hours pace would be good. You're spending, maybe 15 minutes in line, maybe about 15 minutes eating, and then moving on to the next location, right? So, if they drink and walk, that's okay. But they shouldn't. It's 11 different countries. There's walking time that you have to take into account. There's the wait time, and then you're gonna have to take a break. The hot Florida sun is not something to be messing around with. You got to take breaks. You got to get into air conditioning, and you got to hydrate. I mean, I think we mentioned it a couple of times. If they are drinking that much, they need to hydrate because it's going to be a bad experience, and we don't want them to have a bad experience, or anyone that goes. Remember, when you can just show a theme park and have a good time? Yeah, you can't do that with Disney. There is reservations. First of all, because they still have this reservation system, you have to have reservations. Now, if you buy a day ticket for a certain park, you're guaranteed that reservation. So that's not a big deal. But if you have an annual pass, if you have multi-day tickets, then you have to make those reservations to make sure you're guaranteed to get into the park. But we used to have an app. We used to have apps where we plan out the day, and they would the app would route you to whichever location was probably the best time of the day to do that. And that was like the systematic thing that we would do, is we have to purchase the app to be able to plan the day, and then it spits out a whole list of like, you're going to Peter Pan at this time, and you're going to go walk over here. And sometimes they'll take you crisscrossing around the park, but that was the best way of doing it, because they understand the wait times for rides. They understand, what the crowd does. one of the things that we talked about starting from Mexico and heading around clockwise is that most people go to the right when they go to amusement parks. Just from research shows, when you enter into a park, you go to the right and you start going to the right, which would be Canada. So we're suggesting him go to the left, not just because of the margaritas there, but going to the left is the less crowds. So you're actually going to go against the flow of crowds in the morning. But those are all things that, it's good to plan, and you just never know what happens when you get there. So it's just one of those things. You can plan all you want, and you just go with the flow of what the day is. But you have to build in time. You have to build in time. Yeah. Who needs AI? You just need when you say you need me or Scribbler would love that. That's the type of thing that I'm gonna take a screenshot of that one. Retrieving. Because Scribbler, that's the type of things like she likes to hear. So sorry, I'm taking a screenshot. I'm gonna send it to her. But yeah, that's just one of those things. You have to plan and you have to do that. And I hope they have a great time. I'm so sad that we couldn't make it. It's just school is still in session, and Dr. Mom still needs to. Dr. Mom was so wiped out yesterday from class, but she still needs to finish her dissertation. Because I told her, like, at least stop by when you come home. And I saw her walk in the door, and she was in class for like 8 hours, so I think she was exhausted. So she just went to go take a nap yesterday. So that's one of the things. So we did the Epcot thing, and then we did the TNG officer rankings and CDB. You were part of that as well. It didn't go as well as I hoped because that bracket had all the ads on the side. So I was not happy that there were ads constantly showing on the screen. But I think it went as well as it could with the polls and everything else. And Broken Wolf did an excellent job on that. I think we did the best we could with a bigger audience that could have derailed the spreadsheet because we had a spreadsheet going on there. So we had the officer rankings, and everyone contributed to that. And then we did some STFC, which was turned into a hostage train. Turned into a hostage train. So I have a schedule, and it was all set out, right? And I didn't anticipate this hostage train in the middle of the schedule, which is a lesson to me because you are all very generous. But that hostage train must have gone for an hour? Is that about right? So we had lost the whole hour, and we were already, we were pretty much on schedule, maybe 15 minutes behind. But my concern was like not having enough content for 8 hours. So I was, making sure everything was in time and stretching it out a little bit. And then we have this hostage train that derailed the whole thing, which, which is great. I mean, you guys are all great with that. And so we had the hostage train. We did not talk about STC, so we're going to talk about STFC in a little bit. And then we did Fortnite, and at least we won the last one, Jason. I was very nervous that we were not going to win again. Dude, but at least
I'm glad I did a squad wipe towards the end. I'm glad before I got knocked. Because there was two other squads at the end. I'm like, I took out a squad. I'm like, how did I die? Oh, wait,
the funny thing is, I just here comes Viper. I think one of the other things is that I was having controller issues, I was having keyboard issues, and whatnot, but we were able to actually get everyone on, at least getting there. I had to revive. I think I had to revive twice, which wasn't my strategy at the point. I was trying to just attack, but then I think that just helped because we were able to get the team back together. Hey, Viper, welcome into the show. Good to see you. Can I hear you? Well, wait.
Good afternoon. How the devil are we?
I am tired, Viper. If you don't know, Viper is a content creator that does all of your calendars for the month, but also he has this fantastic new thing that he does, which is Cosmic Squares, which is fantastic. And the tech behind it is unbelievable. So welcome into the show, Viper. Good to see you here. How's everything with you?
Thank you. And congratulations on your partner stream yesterday.
No, thank you. I this is the one thing that I feel so bad about. I should have just sent out blanket invites to everybody. And I know there are some people that we probably missed in terms of having on stream, and you're probably one of them that I should have reached out personally. So I'm so sorry about that. But I'm glad you're here now.
It looks like you had a great time anyway. And
No, and we were talking about the hostage train. That threw off my schedule like totally out of the water because I missed time certain things, and I was a little bit behind on getting people on stage. So, but welcome. When is the next Cosmic Squares? Is it next week? Nope.
next
25th.
Saturday, there are two coming up because there's
There are
the
two?
normal
Okay.
scheduled one.
Okay.
That
And
is
that
next
one's in May.
Saturday.
Oh, that's next Saturday. Okay.
That is on the 25th. That is the normal sci-fi Star Trek one. And then we have a bonus one on May Day weekend because it is my birthday on the Friday. It's Minnie's 2-year anniversary on the Monday. So we're doing a bonus 90s themed one with a guest CC that is not from Star Trek.
Oh, wait, your birthday is in May.
And that is on the 2nd of May.
Okay. Yeah, we're all May babies. So my birthday is the second weekend of May. So.
Mine's the 12th.
Mine is the 1st.
And then
21st.
Lost in is like 4 days after me. That's crazy. But I'll always be older than Lost in. That'd be the best thing. just like I'm always older than Scribbler. So, but yeah, so it's remarkable what you've done, Viper, with your stream, and so congratulations to you. And I think people are really excited to see Cosmic Squares again.
Yeah, I mean, one of the good things is one of the aims was to bring in new CCs, whether they are new with streaming STFC or from a sci-fi background, or just the community on Twitch to just broaden the horizons of the community and fetch new blood in. And that's the aim of it. The next
Awesome.
show on the 25th is I'm not hosting it. Minnie is hosting it.
Minnie's hosting.
So I'm in the background. So it gives people a chance to do the thing.
Oh, well, thank you. Welcome in on stream. Let's talk a little bit about Star Trek Fleet Command. But maybe the last thing we'll say is yesterday. Thank you very much. It was an incredible show. The metrics showed we had over 115,000, about 115,000 people watched the 8 hours, which is unbelievable for, again, a very tiny channel and whatnot. So to have over 100,000, I think the highest I saw, if you just talk about people coming in and out, was 120 something. But I think unique viewers was 115,000. So thank you again for all of your support. We couldn't have done it without you as a community. Couldn't have done it without the other CCs. So really appreciate all of you. My question to the panel is: we see a new type of SMS or for the officers. Is this thing any good? I can't wrap my head around it.
Which one? The daily.
So there's
the
FCD Officer Recruit Heroic, and I am not sure if this is something that people are going after or not, because is the shard count correct? Is this usually what we get in terms of shards?
It's 8 shards for this one. Oh, but you get other officers too. I didn't realize that. I forgot.
Yeah,
about
we
that.
get other officers. So I'm looking at the highest milestone. So there's 2,000 of this first contact recruit tokens, and then you get 12 here. So is this less than what we usually get or more? I can't.
I can't remember if we've gotten more than one on these types of events. Besides the last
Gibbs
two.
expanded on this in his stream just before your stream. So with the way it's set, it could be around 70 officer shards. And that is because if you look at part of that bucket, there is those bonus tokens that you can go into the event store, and then you can get a lucky pull. So I don't know if you've seen that, Dr. Iron Chef, but there is those purple shards in there as well. Then obviously you've got the chance of winning 25 shards of some of the new officers or a series of other officers. So
Right.
it's the purple.
Oh, okay. So that was my first mistake. I was looking at the event store thinking it was there, but it's actually over here. That's right. Okay,
And
so
the photo looks like you just get Mara, but obviously you're getting Mara, Zephyr and Cochrane, and Data.
okay. So my first reaction is I want guaranteed stuff, right? So if what you're saying to me is that it's 70 shards, which is what I had originally thought, it looks short, right? You're not getting the 120, 100 shards that normally comes with a Tyranid officer. I guess in this case, it will be 100 shards because these officers tier up or unlock at 100. But what if I spend all that money and I only get 70 shards, which is 30 less than what I usually get, which is a huge possibility. Or in this case, you could actually get, if you do one lucky pull, I'm guessing you can get 96 shards or 94 shards. Is that correct? Right? So you have to get 2 lucky pulls to at least get to match the 100 shards. And that is where, does it say what the percentages are? 15% of getting 1 shard. Standard roll odds featuring officers, 10% of getting 1 F. Yeah, so okay, so your chances of getting Mara are larger than getting Data or Cochrane. And then there's a 5% chance of getting 1 shard. Wait. From a pool of epic officers? So you might not even get the newer officers? Is that correct?
I pulled it 4 times.
It's RNG.
I pulled it 4 times, and 2 of my pulls gave me 2 FMC data shards each time. I did not get any Mara shards. I didn't get any Zephyr and Cochrane shards, and then other officer shards.
So it's a 5% of getting like S&W Pike, right? Is that what I'm reading correctly? And I'm sorry, it's very small on the screen. And then there's bonus roll odds. So this is where
I took screenshots of the pulls I did so that I can say what I got if that helps. So I pulled 4 times.
You have a 0.25 chance of getting 25 Zephyr and Cochrane shards.
Yeah.
So total to get any of the newer officer shards, you have a 0.775%, which is less than 1% of getting that. I don't know.
One of my pulls, I got 2 FMC Datas, 1 FMC Scotty, 1 Ruffle Khan Carol, and then obviously the Crash and Burn jukebox token of 1,000. The next one I got 1 Ruffle Khan McCoy shard, 1 Quasi shard, 1 Starfleet Q shard, 1 Section 41 Joe shard, and the other 2. The next one I got 2 FMC data shards, 1 SMW Scotty, 1 Ruffle Khan Carol, and then my final one I got 2 FMC data shards, 1 Scotty shard, 1 Carol shard. That's the 4 pulls I've done so far.
Yeah, no, I can see what they're doing, but when I'm spending materials, and this is the thing within STFC that the community kind of talks about. There's this group that I think it's a smaller group. I could be totally wrong. That they like the RNG. They'll like it even more if they get the RNG. And then there's this other group, which I think is the majority. And again, I could be wrong. That it's like, if I spend something, I want a guarantee of getting what I want, right? And even more so, it's like I can pick what I want, as opposed to, well, I get 100 off, even if it was 100 shards of officers and it was all random, I think people, even that, they kind of want to, when they spend something, some kind of currency in game, they actually want to know exactly what they're going to get, as opposed to RNG. I don't know. What's your thoughts on that, Viper?
I mean, my ops level at Ops 66, I tend to ignore SLBs because I'm not a spender now. And I know unless I hoard, I'm not going to score very well. I prefer the event store style officer sourcing where
Okay.
I can pick the shards that I want to focus on.
Yeah.
Rather than having it diluted with officers I've already maxed or officers I'm not really chasing or anything like that. I prefer the officer depot token mechanic where, right, okay, this is the officer I'm wanting to max or level up next. And it's targeted rather than that. Because a while ago, the only material SLBs were the new officer ones during the arc, which we had twice a month, and we knew when they were coming.
Yep.
Now it seems there are more material spending SLBs than ever before. So you have to pick and choose. Okay, I've saved a bit of materials, and especially in mid G6, it's a finite resource. You've got to be careful on what you're spending on where you're targeting. Because the worst thing that can happen, and the one thing that deflates people is, oh, there's an SLB the week after for an officer that they wanted more than the one they just spent on.
No, exactly. Any thoughts, CDB, on this type of RNG?
Stereotypically, I don't do well on RNG. So me as a player on
Right.
most of the time, I never do very well with these ones. I did absolutely terrible at the event this month where, it was different values you could pull, whether you could win some of this custom merch that was up for grabs. And every time I was getting the 1,100 chip rather than like where I was hearing other people were getting like the 5,000, the 10,000. It's new officers. I like that, so I will give it to them that they've thrown in all 3 new officers for the current arc that we're working on. So praise on that one. It's not they've just brought out an officer from 6 months ago or something like that. But I do feel like unless you spend, and Paramir has also put it in chat, unless you spend to increase your odds and have that many more pulls, you're probably not going to get too much out of this one other than the shards. For me personally, I have done a little bit of spending because I just went to Ob64 on Friday. So I've got a load of buildings I can upgrade. There's a few ships here and there that I can upgrade. So I've done a few bits of spending there just to get a few pulls and see where it went. Out of it, for me, I've ended up with 6 SMC data shards. So it's all right.
Gotcha.
Plus
all right,
ones
well,
that you got in the normal bucket.
Okay, and I take that back. You're not going to get Strange New Worlds Pikes. You're going to get one of these epic officers or a rare officer. Is that kind of how it works? These are the other officers that are here. So, and it's a 5% chance. So it's very low, but as you can see, I probably need all of them, but it's not so much of a need as a want. Do I want to spend something to get any of these officers? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do one roll. Scopely prove me wrong and give me like a good pull on this one, and then the whole tone of this conversation will change. But yeah, we'll see what we get. So it's 4 rolls, and again, here we go. So we have Mara, a walk Carol, which I don't mind having Carol, but Vael and Scotty are not ones that I'm chasing. So this is again a good example of what Viper was saying is that. You want to target exactly certain officers. So, so
Vial's already got good sourcing within the faction stores anyway.
Right. So, and I'm not sure how much the crit chance, Apex barrier. It's not. It's okay. It's just not something that I even need. Per se. So yeah, and then you have the crash and burn juice box token, which I am not sure what we do because we need 60,000 for that, and I'm at 3,000. Is that kind of where everyone else is too? That they're not getting a lot of these juice box shards?
Yeah, I think it was worked out previously, there is a pack that gives you effectively one unlock.
Yeah.
So if you unlock the elite track and get the pack, you can get the 16,000.
Yeah. Okay, I feel like the front page has changed me. I'm very not positive today. So let's change this a little bit. No, it's just
sorry,
I'm tired.
by the way.
Sorry about what? Oh,
I just want to apologize since everyone likes to PM me live like right now. I had my phone on, so I had my speakers on my phone. I didn't realize it.
oh, I'm sorry.
On mobile.
I haven't even
I had
noticed
your
that
stream
either.
up. People heard it. Sorry about that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have muted you. I didn't even hear you. Wait, everyone else, why can't I hear you then?
Don't worry.
Okay. I'm sorry. I should be
I kept replying to people in PM, so I wasn't paying attention to the stream. So
Oh,
my bad.
So
I
regardless,
had it on earlier, and I forgot I had it on your stream up, so I forgot. I couldn't hear it.
Oh, you weren't on a phone call. Is that what it is?
No, I had your
Okay.
stream on my mobile, and I forgot I had it on, but I couldn't hear it because these cancel out sound.
I must be losing my hearing. All right. So my recommendation, if I were to give one, is that I'm probably going to pass on this style of SMS and SOB, and it shows. I think that's what's happening also in the community. So right now, at this point, we only have one on our server that is even close to finishing up the SMS. I'm sorry, finishing the SMS and is on top of the SOB. So most people are not even halfway. We only have 3 that is at the top, where normally you would see maybe about double or triple this amount that have finished the SMS. So of course there's still time. It's early on a Sunday morning for me, but I'm thinking that I'm not going to do this unless there's something that I really need to upgrade. But even then, I think we're going to hoard it for the next SOB that comes up, because I am like CDB. My RNG is not very favorable, and the percentages just show that for in this case that you really have to be in that 1% to be able to get it. So okay, so thank you. That actually answered my main question for today, is like what to do with this SMS. We are in the last weekend of the ARC. Any thoughts on how this I can't even say month now, how this 4 weeks or how this 3 weeks of the ARC has gone? As you know, Scopely has now gone to a 28-day rotation of ARCs. So the next one will be on the 28th, Tuesday, is when we start the next ARC. We'll be hosting, Major Samuel will be hosting ARC Fall on the 27th of this month. Is that right, Jason?
I think so, because
because she has a special event coming up in May. So so she'll be hosting ARC Fall on the 27th for Warp Drive 5. And then we'll have the new ARC starting on April. You guys like that? By the way, we haven't really talked about. Do you like this new cycle where it's going to start with only without any of these 2-week break interims during the course of the year? Or do you like the monthly schedule where it's every month?
Personally, I enjoyed the break better, but that's just me.
No.
Yeah.
I like the idea that we're going to get 13 arcs, so we're getting more content within the year, which could be more relevant and give us more things that will help us progress through the game and give us more of an enjoyable experience of the actual game. I am a bit worried that are we now going to get less broken to ceiling rods, because obviously mainly free-to-play player, I do like when you get double chances on broken to ceiling rods, so I might miss that.
Yeah, we're going to get 3 less a year because you won't have those 3 interim marks. I think there's four interims during the course of the year. One will be replaced by the 13th arc, but yeah, it's three less. Three less because you're not going to have as many interim. You're not going to have four. You're only going to have, well, you're not going to have the four left. Viper, what do you think about the new cycle for arcs?
Oh, for me, it's good because it means I can plan when I need to do the calendar better.
That's
Instead of like a couple of days notice.
That is
Is that the only reason though?
Yeah.
No. I mean, like a couple of people have said in chat, because we get the additional arc, we get more choice tokens, which, as are mainly free to play, are made by the battle pass, which is a lot more mats for me, which I'm happy about.
Which technically, I guess, if you look at it that way, that replaces the sealing rods. But go ahead.
I like the scheduled thing of, right, okay, you know when the arc's finished, or when the arc calendar is finished, we're going to have the officer flash pass or the interim events, and then it's straight onto the next arc, rather than saying, is it a 2-week break, is it a 3-week break, what we're going to do? Oh, I'm bored, I need events. My only concern would be, because of the additional content and the additional arc, is, okay, this is more stuff being released into the game. Over the past couple of months, there have been stability issues, performance issues. It's just, I think a lot of the player base have gone past the pitchfork state of mind with the stability, right, and gone more to the apathy, which, right, I think is more dangerous. And I think Scopely just need to say, okay, we are going to be focusing on the bug fixes that we said we were going to do, even though we're adding an additional arc a year.
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. Just had a thought, and I kind of need to crystallize a little bit more. At first I talked about the business side and having the arc and the financials, with an extra, with the extra battle passes and maybe ship or buildings and whatnot. I am wondering, and this is I have no data or proof on this. I'm wondering if with a 2-week interim that we were losing players in that 2-week interim. Jason, you okay?
Oh, sorry. I forgot I'm on camera still.
No. It seems like it was something exciting, so that's good.
I maxed my Reliant. Sorry.
Oh, nice. But I'm wondering if they were losing players during the 2-week break because there wasn't things to do that were engaging to that type of player, right? So having it just 1 week might be a retention strategy that they're looking at to keep players engaged in the game. Just a thought. I don't know if that's actually true, but it seems like people were leaving in the second week because there wasn't as much stuff to do.
To complete the arc tasks so that obviously we could get the right rewards. And obviously when those breaks came up, that was obviously a nice relax for the players because we could all calm down, relax for a bit. We had a little bit of a break. But some of the other arcs where it's a little bit calmer, I don't think the break is so meaningful. That is my personal experience, personally for me. But I do remember there was one arc that was just intense. Certainly for me as a player where I was in my level, I was flat out for most of that 3 or 4 weeks. And then the break came and it was just a relief.
That makes sense. I like the interim break, and it did provide a good time to kind of settle down and do stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure what you guys are talking about in chat. It is very biblical to talk about. Don't spare the rod. It's very biblical. It's a Sunday morning.
How was your gameplay been affected?
Did you hear the good word about G5 scrapping? Did you hear the good word about G5 scrapping?
Don't make Lost in Messianic, for God's sake, please.
Boy, Lost in has really affected me too. And front page. So clip it. Yeah, so So we are off the rail. What time are you starting up, CDB? We probably need to end.
Yeah. I was just looking at the clock and it's like, oh, it's 10 minutes before I'm supposed to go live. I haven't done my stream prep yet. This is probably not good. I've been having too much fun on your stream, Chef. That's what it is.
It's fun, right?
No, thank you very much. No, okay. So going back, I was a high school principal, and we kind of had to keep up with what kids were saying all the time. So a lot of the jokes that people mention on streams, I get, because I know what they're talking about, because that's what high school kids do. But I don't talk about it because that's not inappropriate. So, but
High school kids and STFCers.
Man, high school was, being a high school principal was something else. And I enjoyed it very much, but I don't have the energy to do that anymore. I was constantly looking up stuff. I mean, Googling stuff. Like, I hear a phrase and I have no idea what the phrase was, and I have to Google it or go on to, what was that? Urban Dictionary, just to figure out what the kids were talking about.
Yeah.
And there was times where, like, we had teachers repeating the same thing that the kids were saying. I was like, that's not what you think it means. It actually means something else. So and I pull up Urban Dictionary, show them, and the eyes just come out of their face with that. So yeah. Oh, thank you very much, Lawson. It's perfect. Can Lawson? I'm gonna beg you, just let's keep this to ourselves. Oh wow, it's on the internet, so.
There forever. Chef, I'm going to drop off so that I can do some preparation.
Start up, and then we can write into you. Thank you very much for being here. Have Mrs. CDB pick out something from the Loadiz website, and we'll send her a link. And just a small thank you for jumping on. I know she came in second a couple of times. She came in second a couple of times, so we want to make sure she gets some merch. So, but thank you. We'll see you in a little bit, CDB. As soon as you go live, we'll right over. Okay.
Take care, super friend.
I missed the timing last night, Jason, on Scribbler's stream. With Scribbler's stream, I was planning to raid just when she went live, and we're in the middle of the Fortnite, and we weren't winning. And there's Lost In.
It's okay. I wouldn't worry. You did raid into Scribbler, and that's all that matters.
And I was thinking it was going to bring the whole crowd over, but it didn't.
Lawson took care of her. He put some.
I know that was very nice of you.
Jelly beans, and he went X20, and it was great.
I saw that, and thank you, Lawson, for doing that for Scribbler's stream, because she was in a lot of painful distaste of those jelly beans. So,
the
how are you
gravy,
doing, my
I
friend?
think it was.
Oh, we can't hear you. I'm sure you're saying something very profound and exciting.
It's probably about G5 scrapping. We've just muted him.
Oh, no. He's going to milk what I said for ages.
He came on, right? I saw the LOL, the wow, and he came on. I'm like, oh, I know exactly the timing he's coming on.
Hi, Lawson. Can you hear us, Lawson? Oh, he's trying to figure out.
He's working on his audio.
Oh, okay. Well, while he's working on his audio, thank you very much for your generosity again, Lawson, to everybody, for myself, for Pinky, for Scribbler. Really very thankful for you, and appreciate you coming on stream yesterday. I think you added in a lot and try to keep us on track yesterday as well during the officer discussion. How's the audio now?
Yeah, we did, Lawson.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I've switched my backup mic. Coming off the headsets. I don't know why.
Yeah.
So how's it going, man? I was going to go into the whole G5 scrapping thing in chat, and then I got totally derailed.
Yes.
I just didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
I was totally shocked.
First time you're speechless, probably.
Well, here I am, totally speechless.
Can you share the good word of G5 scrapping?
Backup, yeah, sure, man. I mean, it's coming tomorrow. We know it's coming tomorrow. They're gonna do an emergency patch tonight. It will be unannounced. It'll be 5 minutes long. With most people won't even notice it happens. It will not interrupt what you're doing, so your outpost will still run. despite the downtime, which is awesome news.
Yeah.
And when it comes back, everyone will get a free event that will allow you to do G5 scrapping and get extra rewards, which is awesome, with officer shards. They're going to make up the 100 officer shards that isn't in the SMS. It will be in this event, and it will be instant scrapping for G5 ships. G5 ships will give you more trit, Sigma trit, than the equivalent G6 ship will take to make. And also, just in today, came in that you will also get desealing rods to make up for any missed interim events, so that each time you scrap a G5 ship, you'll get extra desealing rods. And this is all totally true. And Nigel knows it's true because he was telling everybody in the private server that this is what was coming. So
Nice.
if it doesn't happen, don't blame the messenger. I am merely the messenger. Blame Nigel.
No, we don't blame Nigel. Nigel is a very cool guy. Thank you for being here as well. So do appreciate it. Oh, oh no! see, that's the type of content we have. So thank you, Nigel. I appreciate it. And thank you for your generosity yesterday too. That was very kind. I saw him dropping some subs and bits and everything else, along with the rest of the community. Everyone was super awesome yesterday. All joking aside, G5 scrapping is supposed to come soon, right? We're approaching June, so I know it's supposed to come around. So we'll see. But if you want, is it a shirt or a mug that you have? It's a shirt, right? The G5 scrapping.
I made a mouse pad and I might have made a shirt. Oh, I did make a shirt as well. I made a shirt with the good word, with the two Jehovah's Witnesses spreading the good word of G5 scrapping, and then I made a mouse pad out of Mord DHD's graphic that he made. I made a mouse pad out of that, so those are available.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I thought that was kind of hilarious. Yeah, if we have an
oh my God, Rusty Halo just made the best merch ever. I'm gonna Rusty Halo, if with your permission, I'm going to make merch with Obi-Wan Kenobi waving his hand, saying these are not the desealing rods you were looking for, and a picture of desealing rods. Oh my God, that is amazing.
Can you do it live on stream again? I think people really like that.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh.
That's pretty cool. I am super tired. But again, thank you for being on the show yesterday. I thought you added in a lot, and it's always good to have you as part of the crew. So thank you again for your support, Lost In. It was pretty amazing yesterday.
You always have support. Yeah, you always have my support, man. Anything I can do to help, and I don't know how much I added, but I'm happy to be there.
A lot. You're the stabilizing force when you were there. So no, thank you again.
I'm rarely called the stabilizing force.
You add a lot.
That's the first time, Lost In.
Yeah, I know Lost In. He's very funny. He makes certain jokes. Sometimes they're appropriate, sometimes they're not. But I think that's the type of humor people have. And when you come on, I think when you come on to any kind of show, you have a commanding presence too. So that's where I think when I talk about stabilization, I think you actually do provide some stability to what we're doing.
Well, I will say, Chef, I will say that you have, let's say, you've raised the rod of where the humor will go on this.
Here we go. Thank you. No, because I was watching the VOD, and then we're doing the officer stuff, and you're very much directing people back to the polls and everything else. And then you messaged me a couple of times of certain things that were going on, which I thought was was really good as well. So there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that you probably don't see from Lost In, but he's very sharp and he knows what's going on and he's very observant with everything. So it's very helpful. I think that's why I'm super appreciative of all your support. Jason does the same thing with the messages behind the scenes. So that's the kind of help that is much appreciated when it comes down to it.
I do want to apologize if I interjected a little bit. I
What?
was doing my best. People on the panel had a chance to speak because I had to.
No, you guys all did great. You guys all did great. Yeah, so it is the end of the month, the end of the arc. Any kind of rating or grades that you would give? I guess we shouldn't do that. We should do more like what were things that you really liked about this arc, and then maybe one or two things that wasn't as good. We'll start with Viper. Anything that you really liked about this arc?
This one.
You can say you didn't like anything. That's fine too.
It's fine. It's fine. I don't want you to, I don't want you to make up anything and lie. That's not the point of this.
I've said this on my own stream. I enjoyed the fact that because I didn't buy the sphere, it was a chance for me to play catch up on other loops. So
that makes sense.
So there was more time for me to do things. It was great because my time is limited in the game. So it was just a case of log on, do my dailies, do the events, just pick something to catch up on. So it was lightweight for me because I didn't buy the ship. So I wasn't chasing something. So
Okay.
I enjoyed that aspect.
Very good. Lost In.
I mean, 2 spheres. How can? Oh, sorry, my daughter is out of control.
No, it's okay.
It's just like nonstop, man. I need to stream just to support their DoorDash habit.
Oh, is that what it is? Wait, I'll come back to you. Jason, what did you think about this arc? We'll come back to
I
Lost
enjoyed
In.
it. I've been saying this about the Borg stuff. I'm pretty biased. I enjoyed it. I did get the ship knowing that it would be a one-trick pony, at least for right now. But regardless, I was doing a lot of stuff without my V sphere for a little bit. Just I enjoy the Krujitsu when I can do it, just because I do. I know a lot of people don't, but I do. And it was really cool. And
Nice.
I was still throwing in fitting in those previous Conqueror armadas. But yeah, it was cool. Just trying to figure stuff out, pushing, finding the tricks of the trade for getting these hostiles done, pushing up and whatnot. I enjoyed it. I did, and I liked the story actually too, because I promised Scribbler I would read the stories. So I enjoyed those. Yeah, I enjoyed the alternate or whatever you want to call it with what happened on First Contact and whatnot. So yeah, but the arc itself for me was good.
Nice.
Yeah.
It is First Contact. I really like First Contact. And so having, revisiting that movie in the game, I think was something, special to me. We had the third officer, which was Amara, as part of the officer group. If you do armadas, that's the officer that completes the synergy with Data. So it's not necessarily the officer itself; it's the synergy that they provide. But there's some good stuff with the below decks that this officer provides. I think the disappointment with everybody is that we wish we had gotten Alfie Woodard into the game as part of the officer crew. I think that's the only thing that is beyond this. I'm pretty sure it's beyond this control of Scopely to get officers, because the actor has to agree to to be a part of it, which could have been the case, could not have been the case, but most of the time they've been able to get the officer in the game with the cooperation of the actor. And it's not to say that that they are uncooperative. I think they have certain standards for Oscar-winning actor. So we'll see. So we'll see how it goes in the future. Guinan was another one that we weren't able to get Whoopi Goldberg in the game, and that's it will be super nice to have, but not necessarily something that we have to get up in arms in over that. Sphere, I did purchase the Sphere. It's okay. I think that's I don't think it's good or bad. I think the best part about it is that we do have the Sphere as part of the ship lineup that is again connected to First Contact. So, all right, and I think the other thing too is I did do the SMSs last week and the week before.
Mhm.
So Mara is close to being tiered up. But yeah, I think
very good.
that's good. I think the only thing I learned from this arc is that I probably need to sleep a little bit more and not stream on the last day. that's probably the thing that is there. But again, thank you for everything yesterday. I do appreciate it. I appreciate you coming onto the stream today as well, Jason, Viper, and Lostin.
Yeah.
We're going to raid on over to CDBTU. Let me find the targets. Everything's super. I feel like everything is in super slow motion today. I can't focus.
Or caffeine.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I might go back to sleep. That is a strong possibility. I might go back to sleep. But yeah, thank you very much again. We'll raid into that CDB2U. Thank you for all your support, everybody. You guys are all awesome. We will see you again next week for another STFC Ohana. But yeah, we'll see you real soon. And we're about to raid into that CDB2U in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.